Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Ready DC. Well, we're finally getting into some of those knives I got at Blade Show West. Yeah, I know it's been almost a month, but these knives that I bought, that are mine, they kind of get pushed to the back burner sometimes with all the knives that are coming in through the pass around group and just loaners and stuff like that. My knives kind of get pushed back, but we're going to get to check one out now. This is the S-Tec TS011. Now, the S-Tec, from what I can find, it's basically covered under the same umbrella as, say, Defcon and Prolia. Now, you know, the Defcon jungle knife and that sort of thing. It seems like they're covered under the same S-Tec, and S-Tec's kind of was born from Prolia as kind of like a more budget line, from what I can figure out. But and they were at the same table as Defcon at Blade Show West. So let's zoom out and we'll take a look at this guy. Now this is a bigger knife. Good size to it. Pretty simple G10 handles on it. Some pretty decent texturing on the G10 though. I mean, you can tell there. Look how much. Man, it's got some pretty good texturing. Stainless steel liners, which, I mean, you can see in there, it's got some pretty good weight relief going on there on both sides, which is nice because it's a bigger knife and it's still got some weight to it. So it's a good thing they did that weight reduction in there, for sure. Stainless steel pocket clip, right hand tip up carry only. Go to the blade. Now this is something that I found is that you don't have thumb studs and you don't have a thumb disc. You've got more of those like G10, well, thumb ramps almost, is what I guess we could call them. But 8CR13 MOV blade. Satin finish. There's your S-Tec logo. Of course. Now, when I showed this off on SKL, you know, after I got it and my wrap up and stuff, you know, I had kind of mixed emotions on those thumb ramps, as we'll call them. So, don't really bother me. I mean, you know, I guess maybe thumb studs, it would have looked maybe a little bit more cleaner. I don't know. But they don't really bother me. Now, we can see there the way the detent ball has rubbed on the blade. It says 8CR13 MOV, made in China, yes. Now, I found these for sale on Amazon, and Amazon has it listed as 8CR14, but I'm going to go with what's on the blade, 8CR13. That just seems to make sense with me. I did got a pretty decent lanyard hole there, and you do have a G10 backspacer as well. Small backspacer, otherwise it's pretty darn open construction there. Now, it's a flipper. Is riding on bearings, and this thing comes shut. You have got to watch your thumb. Got a liner lock there. It's really hard to see because the liner engages so deep, but as best I can tell, we're looking at, let's see there, I'm gonna say we're looking at about 25 to 30%. I'm gonna call it 30% as far as the lockup on the liner. I mean, that blade comes down, man. You gotta watch it. Centering. Yeah, centering looks pretty darn good. Maybe off to the show side just a little. Maybe just a little. Yeah. But not too bad, really. Not too bad at all. snaps right out there. Like I said, this thing is coming shut. That big old blade, it's coming down. Now, yes, can you, yeah, you can definitely, with that big old blade, you know, the detent could be a little stiffer, because you can definitely inertia drop the knife open. It won't come open by itself. It does take some force, but you can do it. I know that turns some people off, but you got a big old blade there. Let's take some measurements. Now, this guy, got to move it down just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably about 9. We're just shy of 9.5 inches on that. That's a good size knife. A handle, your handle, I mean, if you come up all the way here, I mean, you're pushing 9 1/4, or excuse me, 5 1/4 on the handle, which is going to give you a grip length of just over 4 1/4, almost 4 3/8 as far as grip length. Now, if you went from this point to this point, I'm actually counting to the handle. So from this point to this point, you're looking at 3 3/4. And if you had to drop down, I think you could. I don't think that would, I mean, if I just drop down there just to test the grip, it doesn't bother my hand. But then again, I don't have larger hands, so I really can't say as how it would feel. But if I just move my hand down there, it's actually pretty comfortable. So I don't know if that helps y'all with larger hands, but just kind of gives you an idea. So cutting edge, you're looking at, I mean, you got just over 4 inches of cutting edge on that thing. Good size blade. Liners are fairly sturdy. Like I said, 30% lockup. Let's get a weight. Oh, we got to get a weight on it because I want to see. Like I said, we do have some pretty good weight reduction, but it still has some weight behind it because it's, I mean, it's a good sized knife. So let's see here. We're going to start on grams. Oh yeah, 176 grams, 175, so 6.2 ounces. It does have some weight, but I tell you what, guys, that weight, to me, was very well evened out because it didn't really feel that heavy in the carry to me, honestly. And I don't really care for heavier knives, you know, in my pocket. Obviously, you know, we don't want to carry around a chunk of lead in our pocket. And I don't know. You can definitely feel the weight in hand, but I'm not getting heavy, if that makes any sense. I'm getting good hefty knife, but I'm not getting heavy from it. Like I said, carried really nice in the pocket. I had no issues with it as far as that goes. Clip's got pretty darn good retention on it. Pretty good in and out of pocket. A little tough in. You got a little bit, it's probably about a 1/2 inch. Definitely not a deep carry clip. We're looking at, yeah, just a little bit more. Probably about 5/8. So a little bit over that 1/2 inch mark of exposure. Good retention for sure. It is a little stiff because you can see your ramps, you know, your ramps kind of coming up. So it is a little stiff in pocket. Not too bad. Out of pocket pretty well. My overall take on it. Well, guys, the whole reason why I picked up this knife, it was budget, for one. And, you know, I've had a lot of call for, you know, people wanting to see larger budget knives. So I thought this one pretty much fit the bill. I also bought the DEF CON, the jungle knife, the cutter. And this one was there, and I was looking at it, I was like, you know, that pretty much fits the bill for what guys have been wanting to see on the channel. Some of the guys with larger hands. So I was like, you know what? We're going to get it, and we're going to show it off. I like the blade. Nice simple drop point. Good swedge. Jimping. The jimping's pretty darn good, guys. I know it's small, and it looks like it could be sharp. It's not sharp, but it's very, very effective. It's very grippy. I like that. I like that a lot. Your choil, man, if you've got decent sized fingers, I don't know if I would use that as a choil. Just forward of the plunge a little. So it's all right. In hand, it's not too bad. It's fairly comfortable. Now, could it be a little better? Yes, it sure could be. But there was, I mean, you can see the effort was made to kind of chamfer it off, and it's done pretty well. It could be better for sure. But then again, I mean, you know, it's a budget knife. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are budget companies out there that do it well, like Ganzo and stuff, for sure. But just one I hadn't seen a whole lot, the S-Tec. So thought I'd get it on the channel, show it off, and see what people think. I kind of like the slightly curved handle. It just kind of lays in my hand naturally. It's a really good work knife. Overall, it's not too bad. Blue gave it an 8. I think that's a pretty fair score for it. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's simple. It's G10. It's 8CR13. That's what we're going to call it. Oh, there we go. I mean, you got a cutout for your index finger. Good access to the liner. Yeah, you can get to the liner pretty well. There's better, there's worse. But you can access it pretty well. I just have to say, man, that blade is, whew, yep, it's coming. Good size behind it. Now, as I said, I found these on sale on Amazon. And I'll see if I can find them. I mean, I've been kind of looking, but it's kind of hard to find them anywhere else. I found the S-Tec website, but they're not for sale on the website. So, and I did look on the DEF CON, you know, and I can't find them on there either. So about the only place I was able to find them so far was on Amazon. Now this one retails on Amazon for $29.95. There's 4 different versions. I think there's a gray or a kind of bluish gray, a black, this one, another blue, oh, half serrated. You've got the half serrated version too. You got the blue and the black, and you've got the fine or plain edge, and then you've got a half serrated. That's what they are. But, you know, not a bad knife. Decent sized knife, you know. Not too bad overall. I'm digging it. And like I said, wanted to get a larger budget knife on the channel for those that were asking. So there you go, guys. There's one for you. Pretty solid knife overall. But it was fun. Fun talking to the guys from DEF CON at their booth. Like I said, I got the jungle knife, the cutter, that I'll be doing a review on here very soon. Should maybe in the next, I don't know, few days. That one will come out. But as always, guys, thank you very much for hanging out, checking out this S-Tec TS011 with me. Always appreciate it. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.